for some reason I lost the clips that I don't have, which is kind of cringe because I had it and I don't know where they went, but it is what it is. I don't know if you guys saw the recent like Hassan derangement syndrome from Trainwrecks lately, but I wanted to watch it because I fucking love making fun of Trainwrecks. Okay, I will admit I am biased in my distaste for Trainwrecks. But that maybe he shouldn't have been such a terrible person, and then I would like him more. I think this might be the clip. If this isn't the clip, I want to show you guys.
Hassan will only talk to you if you suck him off. Hey, if we can agree to some sort of 69ing action. Although we do need to process dick size, because if Hassan ends up being like a 12.5-inch fucking just beefy man, and let's say I'm only 6.5 inches, like we're gonna have to figure out the math on that. I mean, my mouth's gonna be all the way out here, while he's gonna be more like in, right? In order to deep throat me, he only needs 6.5 inches of space. I'm gonna be like double fisting trying to get. I have a big mouth. I could probably fit the head in. So I don't know. We could make something work.
Okay, well, that wasn't the clip. That wasn't the fucking clip. That's not what I wanted to show. That's not. I wanted to show something else. I didn't want. That was not the clip that I. That's not it. That was not the one. That is not the one that I wanted to share. It was a different one. I guess it's lost forever. That's okay. But he's been going on this like recent tirade.
So here's the question, full circle. Yeah. When are we gonna get you on?
Bro, low key, whenever. I'm down.
You want to come be a guest?
Yeah, bro. Like honestly, I thought about messaging Hassan today and kind
I will not give Trainwrecks
just saying,
charity.
what's good. Like I
he
just feel like
advertises a mental health group so that he can keep gambling and selling gambling to kids. It's the equivalent of a corporation paying a small fee so that they can pollute the planet. He's yuck.
Yes.
Whenever. I'm down.
You want to come be a guest?
Yeah, bro. Like honestly, I thought about messaging Hassan today and kind of just saying, what's good. Like I just feel like, I mean, it's definitely my fault as well. I definitely go in here and there. I do bring him up, a good amount of times when I'm shit talking, and I just think it's
sometimes I feel like you play him up like he's the Baba Yaga. You know what I mean? Sometimes I think you put things on Hassan where I'm like, oh man, I don't even know if he could do all that. But I get it, and I understand. Like, listen, I've always thought you are not above criticism. I think you do receive some fair criticism, but I think ultimately you do receive a lot of criticism that's like not fair.
That's bullshit. Yeah, no, 100%. And I think at times I felt, that maybe it was coming from his end, and maybe he was playing to certain narratives. But kind of looking into it and stepping back, I do see a little consistency in certain areas, from him, and I see a little bit more consistent. Like for example, in the Streamer Awards, I saw him hold his ground. Like what made me want to message him today was I saw him hold his ground with certain people that he had certain opinions about online, but in person he held his ground, right? He may have been civil, and he may have been courteous and decent and mature about it, but he held his ground, right? Whereas others kind of just fully, night and day, were opposite in person. They were fully accepting as if everything was good and okay, right? So it's like when I saw that, I'm like, you know what? Like maybe this is a more reasonable person, and maybe some of the issues him and I did have, maybe they're just coming from miscommunication, or maybe he saw some things and he thought they were true when they weren't. You know what I mean? So I kind of gave him the benefit out there. I'm like, maybe I should message him and reach out, but ultimately I didn't. But one of these days, maybe, and maybe the podcast would be a good bridge for that. I don't know.
Well,
So he was talking. I found it.
I think if Hassan and I
fucking found it. I was looking on Twitter. It was not on Twitter. It was here. I found it.
It's talking healthy in a Discord call, or whether it's off stream or on stream, whatever's okay with me. I think if we can get to a place where we can accept like this idea where if someone doesn't, agree with somebody's action or agree with somebody's idea or someone's politics, that they cannot be friends, they cannot work together. I think that's a very outdated and backwards approach. And I would like to see one day, right? Whether it be me and Hasi, whether it be me, Hassan Destiny, whether it be me, Hassan Destiny XQC, whoever it is. I think I would like to see one day that we all come together and get these programs on the road, get these crazy big things going that can, I believe, now I might be delusional for this, but could actually make real change happen, right? And I think that's the goal at the end of the day.
Dog, like how am I supposed to look at this and think this is anything other than leech behavior? He literally went on a whole ass tirade against Hasan, using someone else's sexual assault so that he could look like the victor. And now he's like, oh wow, like, man, like me and Hasan, we could really work together. We could really work together. You know, like the two of us, we could really work together. Like, and I'm supposed to see that and not think that this is just leech behavior? Really? Really? And I have to, one second, I have to call someone out in chat. I have to call someone out. One second. Like I told you guys, chat, for anyone who didn't hear it, we're ruling with an iron fist from now on. I can't deal with some chatters anymore. I'm sorry. From now on, if you're dumb, that's a crime in this chat. I can't. The charitability has just like, it's completely rotted my brain. So now when you guys say stupid shit, I'm just going to ban you. I'm really sorry that it has to be this way, but I do have to be a dictator. To this person, you're probably the first person on Twitch that shouldn't talk about leeching Hasan. Swift rage. Hey, shit for brains. Okay? There is a very big difference between watching a content creator that I like, who allows people to watch his content however they choose to use it, okay? And completely shitting on that content creator until I need them to like me again. I know your puny, pathetic peanut brain can't comprehend that at all, but there's actually a difference. There's actually a difference between shitting on a content creator until you need their help and just liking the content creator. Maybe that'll help you. It's not going to because you're too big of a dumb fuck, but that's okay. That's all okay. That's okay, man. So anyways, I was watching this shit and it was really funny. I don't... Like, the thing, too, is, like, even in the conversation with Will, he is, like, shitting on Hasan. Like, he wants Hasan's, like, clout, but he doesn't want Hasan. It's really weird. It's really, really weird. Did you guys see this?
Yeah, he thinks that...
Ancient's ass, we all agree.
Train thinks it's bad idea. I don't know why, though.
You got flash or no?
He sent me like a big ass message. Yeah, I don't think he wants to do the thing.
We're running through like this? I love this. It's A or B.
Or A. Yeah, it's A. Or they're mid or something.
There's no water.
Close. Holy
Oh
shit.
my
Wow. I think he thinks that I'm like maybe on Hasan's side and I'm trying to like set him up.
Through, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, he distrusts Hasan so much that he thinks XQC is in on it. He thinks that Hasan is so evil that he convinced XQC, like, to betray him. I know this is a Pepega translation. I'm helping. I'm trying to help. It's so absurd. It's so transparent. It's so completely transparent, dude. I just don't understand. I don't understand. Also, there was this as
match
well.
A small percentage of that yourself, but I.
Look at him undermining 50 grand. Like, I'm sorry, I don't have like $700 million from fucking crypto gambling sponsorships. Like, that's crazy. He just said a small percentage, like 50 grand from my pocket is like tiny. Like, listen, I don't really talk about this too frequently, but goddamn, do motherfuckers always undermine that shit. They don't shut the fuck up about a $1,000 shirt for 700 years. But the moment that I fucking put 50 grand out of my own goddamn pocket to something I fucking believe in, that's a tiny percentage, dog. What the fuck? If you can't shut the fuck up about the $1,000 Gucci shirt, you should be 50 times more vocal about the 50 grand, right? Not once did I ever bring that up. Not once. But
it's like, even in his attempt to try and garner sympathy from Hasan so that he can use his clout for his mental health program, which, by the way, it's a fucking scam, dude, okay? It's a scam. Like, I don't believe or trust, even for a second, someone who goes on misogynistic tirades, or, yes, and someone who fucking promotes gambling! I don't promote it. I just gamble on stream. It's not, how am I promoting it if I'm gambling on stream? Like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? It's so weird to try and like leech that when you've been a complete like piece of shit.
When you undermine that, when you make it seem like the infrastructure that we had to create on the back end to ensure that American and foreign fucking donators could very easily dump funds.
Match a small percentage of that yourself, but I
look at him undermining 50.
Anyways, yeah, I just wanted to talk about it because it's just so stupid. So stupid. Oh my god. FYI, Twitter made bookmarks public. Oh yeah, they did. They don't show who bookmarked, but it is public now. XCC went on to talk to Hassan to discuss being the middleman to help mend relationships. And Train said he talked and he said he talked to Train. It's insane that Train is so unreceptive to that, but wants to be on Hassan's podcast. Yeah. What's his end game though? Clap for his project seems weird as fuck. All this makes zero sense to me. No, I mean, like, you have to recognize that Hassan is someone that has a lot of credibility in the political sphere. And if he can get someone like Hassan backing a mental health program, it legitimizes it a lot. And the thing that fucking Train needs more than anything is someone to actually legitimize his business, or someone to legitimize, like, everyone looks at like Trainwrecks doing the mental health shtick and nobody trusts it. Everyone's like, dude, you literally promote gambling. Dude, you just don't understand how he shows how gambling is bad. He does it by gambling indefinitely without consequences, okay? But yeah, so it's just like, it's so stupid. It's so dumb. Now his bot is going to ban me again. Yeah, it's just like, it's like he wants people to legitimize his thing. He wants the credit for doing this thing, but he realizes people don't take him seriously. It's so sad. Oh yeah, for people who are asking, people are so afraid about the bookmarks. What do you guys have bookmarked? What do you guys have bookmarked? It just shows it the way that it shows everything else. So it just looks like this. So when you look at a tweet, it shows like 7 bookmarks or like 10 bookmarks or something like that. You can't actually click the bookmarks. It doesn't actually do anything. So you can't see who's bookmarking it. It treats it like private quote tweets. So you know how if you get a quote tweet, but it's from a private account, you can't see the quote tweet? It's the same thing. It shows how many people bookmarked it. It just doesn't show you how many people. You can't click on it to see who did it. As far as I know. So yeah. Elon won't stop until there's no privacy on this app. Oh gosh. No, your bookmarks are fine, chat. They're fine. What an amazing feature. Wow. Amazing feature coming in. God, I fucking hate CEOs. I hate them. I hate them so much. Who was going to tell me that the sand expired? No one? No one was going to tell me. Anyways. Next, it will be Twitter Blue only. Yeah. Why can't we have nice things? Isn't this literally a Juniper bit from a few months ago? I literally wouldn't even be surprised. This is just so... Who is this for? What purpose? What purpose does this serve? I don't know what purpose it serves. I don't understand. I don't understand. Another metric for engagement or some shit, but nobody uses it. Nobody... Bookmark is literally just because other people follow police you. I never used bookmarks, and then I would like things that I wanted to talk about on stream, and I would get tons of people being like, why did you like this? You know, this person is really problematic. Did you know this person's being very transphobic? It's like, yeah, that's why I liked it, because it's bad, and I'm going to talk about it on stream. And it's every time. Why are you liking this? I thought you were different. I guess you're not. And it's like, Fine. I will use the bookmarks. Fine. I will use the bookmark system. Okay. Jesus Christ. So yeah, I don't know, man. I crazy shit out there. Maybe people save things to jerk off to. Have never used the feature. I feel like it just makes more sense to just have like a fucking a porn Twitter. You know? I feel like that just makes more sense. Bookmarking is so stupid. You know? Oh, yes. He wants some lap time. Okay. All right. What were we talking about? Right. We were talking about stuff and things. Okay, this was the last thing that I wanted to cover. Maybe not. Maybe we have more stuff. But I guess the better phrasing is this is the next thing that I wanted to cover. This was the last thing that I had on the menu to talk about today. But it was the stuff that happened at the Streamer Award after party. So I didn't talk about it because I didn't know that it was going to be public, and I didn't want to I don't know, if something happens privately, it should stay privately. It's not my business to be talking about things publicly, right? And so we were at this after party at the Streamer Awards, and it was pretty good. There was some tasty food. The alcohol was not good. Like, the bartenders were not making great drinks, but that's neither here nor there. And the TLDR is that one person got incredibly intoxicated, and they had to be removed from the premise. And their friend called 911. Casey wasn't there. Their friend called 911, and the party had to be shut down because that was considered public disturbance. So when the fire trucks and the fucking ambulances came by, that was considered a public disturbance, and the party had to be shut down. And it was luckily for me, like, I was glad that the party was shut down. Not like I was sad for Cutie because she spent her own money to host a party that nobody asked or deserved a party necessarily. If anything, she's the one who deserved a party. But I was happy because I was leaving right as the party got shut down. So I didn't get any FOMO because I was like, oh man, I'm leaving at like 11:30 and this party's supposed to be going for like until like 2 a.m. Oh man, well, it is what it is. And as soon as I leave, the party gets shut down. I'm like, yes, sick. I don't get to experience FOMO. Yes, I didn't miss out on anything because everyone left. And then it turns out that they just went to a bunch of venues to try and like find a new place to go to. And then they didn't find anywhere. So yeah, it was great. Oh, shucks, it's my bedtime. It literally was. So yeah. Denim leaves, party sucks, immediately ends. That would be really sick, dude. It would be really sick. If that was the truth, that would be sick. That would be. So anyways,